And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss. It is Krystianer. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats. Coming into a PvP, I mean, anything can happen. We do lean towards, or at least I lean towards Krystianer here when it comes to his favorite. At the same time, I can see Krystianer bringing him down. Has caused upsets in the past. And there's a reason why he's called Krystianer. True. The Tuna Cup champion. He's does Krystianer, does he still have the most Tuna Cup wins out of any other player? I have to double check. It's I believe it's between Krystianer and Bjorn. Like Krystianer and Bjorn, they have the most wins between the two of them. Let's have a look here. Let us have a look. Oh, okay. So out of 108 Tuna Cups, Krystianer, he has 17 wins. Meanwhile, Bjorn has 19. Oh, so Bjorn, he has 2 more over Krystianer. Really, Bjorn versus Krystianer should have been the finals. But they are the top 2 players. They're the top 2 players of our weeklies. Bjorn has got 2 more wins over Krystianer, but hey, can Krystianer catch up with this week? Maybe. As Krystianer does set up the proxy. Pylon in the center, going for the one base all-in, what looks to be proxy robo. Okay. Also, welcome one and all to 10,000 feet. Again, this is known for being a rush map, being very aggressive, having a shorter rush distance by ground, and Krystianer is setting up in the center, behind the tumors. Now, I mentioned this previously, but I do favor these kind of proxies and all-ins on the new map pool, just because, as you can imagine, players that don't really have a lot of experience on these maps. So right now, Krystianer, he's looking for the proxy. He knows that something is missing. He knows that the pylon is nowhere to be found. He's looking for the proxy, but because we have so much less experience on these new maps, he's not as familiar with these more powerful or more common, more potent proxy locations. He's looking though. He's looking. Sends out. So he's got 2 probes and a stalker searching. Again, the robo is almost done. Krystianer, he has yet to confirm. Yes, the Krystianer. No. He's just full of tuna. So we got the Prismers on the way. Krystianer, he reads as well, going for a robo back at home. He didn't scout the proxy, but he's seen that there's nothing else, right? He sees no expansion. He sees no other pylon. He's setting up very safe, very defensively. Shield batteries in the main. And he finds it. Yeah, it does find the proxy. Adepts into the main base. Immortal production has begun. Ooh, Krystianer, he does find 2 Adepts. Not bad. And he will get both. Wow, he gets both Adepts. Very nice pickoffs here. Takes down 2 Adepts. Drop into the main. 2 Adepts taking 1-shot probes. And they will. They go 1, 2. Getting up to 3 probe kills. Getting up to 4. And barely 5 towards the end. 5 probes go down. A nice start here by Krystianer. Krystianer, he counterattacks, is pushing up the ramp, but there's a force field. There's a sentry. Yeah, sentry's ready. Nice force field. Krystianer, he defends. And he's massing up those immortals. He's massing up the immortals as we speak. Proxy pylon just in case. So he has another reinforcement point. We have another force field. Oh. So I'll slice up the army. Forcing the recall. Oh, Krystianer does escape. Barely. Barely does make it back home. And we'll see if Krystianer can pull this off. Now, when it comes to these all-ins, when it comes to these defenses, it's always important to bear in mind that the defensive player is a little bit weaker in the new patch just because of the change of the NG overcharge. So the shield battery does give out less support than it used to. Doesn't mean that all-ins will always work, but it does mean that it's going to be just a little bit of a more difficult defense. More so than previously. Meanwhile, going for the first gateway. Nice control. Gateway does go down. I have a feeling Protoss will win this series. Ah, true. PvP unwinnable, Pappy, unwinnable. Oh. That's Creator going for the gateway once again. At the same time, Krystianer, he does get across the map. He's going for the robo, he's going for the pylon. Bold move. Oh, does force field. That's a lot of adepts. Yeah, they can't shade it. He's going for it. He's going for the dive. It takes down the final gateway. There's one gateway left. Adepts, they pull away. And Creator's breaking into the main. Going for another pylon. Depowers. Oh, doesn't quite depower the gateway. Thankfully, backup pylons. Force fields they buy some time. Immortals do make it back home. And Krystianer, can he pull off this defense? He's got 3 Immortals. He's going to be kiting back. And Krystianer looks like he might barely have it. It's close. A couple of voids are being pulled. He juggles back. He's running out of gateway units. Yeah, he's running out of gateway units. At the same time, there's only 1 Immortal remaining. Krystianer, he holds. He does hold on. Oh. Chasing down the Stalkers. Gets both. So I'll chase down the Stalkers. At the same time, Adepts, they get into the middle. No! They get in. 8 probe kills. 9. Oh, and Krystianer's economy is crippled. Oh. Jesus. Now remember, Krystianer, he did depower that robo. True. Robo's depowered. Which means Creator is down to 1 Immortal and only 1. Krystianer, he's making more. His army's getting better. It's getting better and better over time. Going for the kill. Going for the robo. Creator, he wants that prism. Uh-oh. It does rotate. Robo goes down. Prism gets away. Nice movement here by Krystianer. And GG gets called. He shuts down the proxy. And Krystianer, he takes game number 1. Ooh, GG. GG, well played. It was very risky for Krystianer to go across the map and depower the robo when he did, because he had that much less to defend back at home, but he was able to hold on. He did lose all of his gateways, true. I say, well, he lost 2. He lost 2 gateways, but in the process, he depowered the robo. It meant that Creator, his robo army, his immortals were not getting larger. The immortal count was not getting larger, it was not getting any bigger. Once he lost them, once he lost the first one, then he could never quite build back up. Whew. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Krystianer takes a lead, and now we're getting into game number 2. Ay, ay, ay. Getting into game 2. And we're loading into another one of these smaller maps. Going to be loading into Ruby Rock. Once again, we're going to be favoring aggression here. Also, shout out to Krystianer, even though he didn't confirm the robo, he did go for a robo opener. He saw the lack of expansion. He couldn't find the proxy itself, but he just assumed, or he was hoping that he was gambling correctly there. Did go for the defensive robo. There we go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Ruby Rock, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss down in the series. We'll see if we can bounce back and make a series out of this. It is a Creator. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Protoss player. The Blue Protoss representing Offside Esports from Atlanta, Poland, leading the series 1-0. It is a Krystianer. Go. So far we are building up. We do have a 2-gate opener here by Creator. Does go for his 2-gate, likewise so does Krystianer. We have our 2-gate openers. Probe is being sent out towards the top right-hand corner of the map. Our eyes are on Creator. Does move out. And this will be a prime location for a proxy Stargate. Oh boy. So here we go, here's a location for the proxy. Krystianer, he scouts, he confirms the pylon is missing, he knows something is wrong. Something is wrong, something is amiss. Going for the Stargate. And we'll see how Krystianer responds. Ooh, Krystianer setting up for the faster expansion, okay. Bold move. Does see the pylon on the low ground. Does notice the pylon. You can see Krystianer is still searching. Still trying to figure out what's going on. There's the expansion. This is a bold move here by Krystianer. It's quite greedy, quite risky. Does go for the faster Nexus. Meanwhile, Creator, he's here to try to nullify that advantage. Yes, on the one hand, Krystianer, he has the faster base. He should have the better probe count, the higher economy. But Creator, he's there to knock it down with the Oracle. So he's going for that economic damage. Headed towards the main base. Krystianer getting in position. There's that Twilight Council. Headed for Blink. Oracle towards the main. I'd have to say Shade in as well. Oh, humans to the Shade. Does distract. It drags away the army. The Oracle goes in. Nice movement here by Creator. Gets 3 probes. Does get 3 probe kills. Does pull away in time. Saves the Oracle. Nothing major, just 3 for now. Now he's waiting for his second Oracle. He's not done. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. But the first one is still very low. The aggression continues. Sending out another pair of Adepts. More Adepts on the way. It's still on Krystianer to survive the aggression. His army is split. Adepts and shit in. Yeah, they get into the mineral line once again. 3 more probe kills. Oracles, they dive back in, getting up to 4. Getting up to 5. Oof. Yeah, 6 probes going down. This is getting a little bit out of hand. Considering that the Oracles are surviving. So 6 more probe kills. Creator takes a lead. Does take a lead. Behind this, going into DT. Oh my god, going for the proxy. Proxy Dark Shrine on the way. Let's go. Krystianer, he has 0 detection, no robo, no Stargate. Uh-oh. He's going for a faster third. If he goes for the third base before detection, before a robo, that could just be game. Oh, no. Not like this, Pappy, not like this. Krystianer is searching for the proxy. He will find the Stargate. Blue Station Scout is denied. And yep, it is going to be a third Nexus before the robo. Very greedy here from Krystianer, very risky. Krystianer, he has 0 detection. Ah, god. Not like this, Pappy, not like this. It happens. It's happening. We've seen Max Packs just insta-GGs this. We've seen Hero insta-GG as well. There are games where the Protoss player just has no detection. DTs walk in, and that's just game. It happens to the best Protoss players in the world. Here they come. Ah. Let's go. It's just a part of PvP. Unfortunately, it's just is a part of it. Yep. DTs are waddling in. And again, there is no Robo, no Forge, no Stargate, 0 detection. That's just... yeah. that's just game. The Robo just now gets thrown down. DTs are waddling in. They can just focus on the Robo. As they peel off into the bases. Probes are going down. Yep, damage in the main. GG. GG gets called. And Creator ties up the series. We have back and forth. GG. And again, it happens in PvP. Again, we've seen Max Packs into GG to this, Hero into GG as well. Like, it's happened to the best Protoss players in the world, where you just happen to be in a game state where you have 0 detection, DTs arrive, and the game ends. The game does end. Feels PvP, man. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. We're getting to our next game. We're getting into game number 3. And we'll see who takes the lead in the series. Let's go. Let us go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tourmaline, we have the South Korean Protoss player. The South Korean Protoss, we have the Red Protoss, tying up the series 1-1. It is Creator. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. We go. Yes, game 2 was very PvP, unfortunately. It was there's similar situations in other matchups, right? With ZVZ, if mutas go unscattered, if mutas show up, then mutas can end the game. DTs, the same thing can happen against Terran. We have seen games, we've seen like beyond instant GG if DTs hit just as you mule, so there's 0 scans. Yeah, it happens. So now we have our initial openers. Once again, we're looking for the pylon. And this time, no proxy. This time, no proxy. Second pylon in the main base for Krystianer. Second pylon in the main base for Creator. No shenanigans, not in game 3. Not in game 3. After that last game, I'm sure Krystianer, he's going to be a little bit paranoid. He's going to be like, I mean, does he have DTs again? So we might see him just go for faster robos for the rest of the series. It would make sense in my mind. We'll see. At the same time, you could make the argument like, okay, so he went DTs in game 2. He won't do that again, right? So you have more reason to delay your detection. The mind games, okay, the mind games. Spaces are being taken, and again, so far, out of all the games we've had in this series, we have a much more tame approach. Building up on 2 bases. And we'll keep an eye on the gateway counts. We'll see if we throw down a 3rd or 4th gateway. Extra gateways will be indicative of hyper-aggression. For now, we're taking up into Blink. We'll see if either player goes for an earlier gateway count or if we go for a faster 3rd base instead. I know that Krystianer, he's quite fond of going into the mid-game with a lower gas counts and going into a heavy Zealot composition. He's quite fond of that style. I want to say we've seen him beat Nightmare with that style as well. Let's see. For now, Blink is on the way. Both players taking into Blink. Krystianer checking saturation. Checking for extra gateways, hidden tech. Creator sets up for a third expansion. Krystianer doing the same. So we're building up into the mid game. Both players are expanding. There are bases for both players. Remember, 2-up second one-shot probes. And Creator does shade in. Does a thread in the shade. Uh-oh. He gets into the main. He does commit. Gets 1, 2, getting into 3. Oh. Yeah, barely a third probe towards the end. It's an okay trade. Yeah, there it is. Robo's on the way. Krystianer working on detection and immortal production. Meanwhile, extra gateways out of Creator. Does get extra gateways. We spoke about how Krystianer is quite fond of going for a lower gas count and going into charge. Speaking of, okay, there we go. Third gas on the way for Creator. So let's go for delayed third gas. Instead, going for faster forge, working towards +1. Krystianer does get across the map. Go through those zone probes. Gets 3 probe kills himself. So we have that back and forth. Again, it's been a much more tame and much more reserved game so far here for game 3. It's calming down on 3 bases. Charge is on the way. We've yet to see charge from Creator. Should be starting soon. There we go. And now we're headed towards the mid game. When we get into the mid game here, we should be going for a very heavy Stalker, Zealot, sorry, very heavy Stalker, Zealot, Immortal, Charge Out, Archon compositions. Kind of building up to that. Immortal production has begun. Zealots do provide a big power spike here in PvP, just because they do such a great job at tanking Stalker shots and also collapsing on Stalkers as well. That is also why you need those Archons. Speaking of, there it is, Temple Archives on the way for Krystianer and Temple Archives for Creator as well. This should be for Archon production to help deal with those Zealots. So Zealots force out Archons, and that's where Immortals come into play as well. Immortals, they can do a great job focusing down Stalkers and focusing down Archons as well. So we're refining our armies. There have been some people that have been theorizing that potentially Storm would be viable in PvP, specifically because of how Zealot heavy players can be. I want to say that it might be a transition point here after you get into Archon production, but we haven't seen it yet. It's also possible that the attack rate of the Storm is just too low, and the Protoss army is too mobile, where you can Storm, but the army gets through it anyway, and we move past it. I know El Chanchito was messing around with it for a bit. El Chanchito. But now, Creator's pushing. Creator's pushing. How many Archons do we have? We have 1 so far. 1 Archon. Shield batteries are on the way. We need more Archons. More Zealots, more everything. As Creator does have that slight supply advantage. He's up in Zealots. Does move in, shield barriers are almost done, and getting another Archon. As Krystianer is holding on. Shield barriers, they come into play. Takes care of all the Zealots, getting into all the Stalkers as well. Ooh, and Creator is getting punished. Yeah, takes out the Archon. Can he get the Prism? Up! Can he chase? Show us the blink. Blinks in. Oh my god, barely doesn't. Yeah, Prism does survive, but the Immortal does not, and Creator just gets punished. He just gets punished. Krystianer will chase him down, takes down the Prism. And Creator's losing everything. Again, the defender's advantage a little bit too much. The shield batteries, the additional Archons. And Creator, he's in trouble. Diving on the Stalkers, going for the Archon. No shield batteries. No shield battery support. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he takes a lead in the series at 2-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, both players were very tame coming into game 3. We were just building up on 3 bases, getting a 4th base, both players taking in the same direction. Creator was the aggressor. Krystianer had the defender's advantage with the warp pins, with the shield batteries, with the better setup. GG. GG, well played. Takes the fight, snowballs out of control from there, and Krystianer, he needs one more game to claim the series. Creator has to fight back here and now. Let's go. Let us go as we're getting into our next game. Into potentially the final game of the series. Oh boy. I know, Blink Stalkers get out of Storms and Snipes high tempers too quickly. Yeah, I feel like the Protoss army is just too mobile for a Storm to be, like, viable in PvP. It also takes a long time for Storm to come online. Like, as you saw there, the Temple Archives finished, we warped in 2 Archons and the fight occurred, right? Like the intensity is quite high in PvP. I don't know if you have the time to, like, embrace Storms and make use of it. When it comes to researching and also, like, incorporating it as well. Just theoretical. But here we go. Here we go. We're getting into our next game. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Throne of the Dunes, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss. The South Green Protoss down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force the ace match. The pressure's on. It is Creator. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss himself, representing Offside Esports. From Lena Polonia, it is Krystianer. 1 game away from claiming the series. Unomas. Unomas is all that he needs. Let's go. Especially after Disruptor buff. Yeah, Disruptors are always the transition points, right? If the game goes that long, Disruptors are where you want to head afterwards. And I agree, like, it's just superior to Storm in PvP. Here we go. Here we go. As our probes are being sent out. Yo, shout out to Gamer Richie in the chat. He's also a fantastic coach. Oh, I didn't know he did coaching. Ah, there you go. Wait, does he coach you? Wait, I thought Gamer Richie was a Terran. Am I crazy? I thought you were a Terran player. Like, yeah, he's coaching me Terran. Ah, let's go. Not like this. Not like this. As Creator does out of the proxy here right outside the bases. He coaches aside from practice. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were insinuating that he was coaching you. My bad. I was like, is Gamer Richie, did he go to the dark side? Did he switch to Protoss? Oh no. Oh no. But okay. But for now, Creator, he is going for the proxy, setting up for the 1 base all in. And meanwhile, we just see Krystianer just now going in for the probe scout, has yet to confirm the pylons. Yeah, the probe scout is going to be denied. Ooh, Krystianer's in the dark. Uh-oh. He's not fully aware of what's going on. And from here, Krystianer, he's expanding. He's down in gateways, down in stalkers. This is Creator's moment. This is his time. Krystianer does push. Oh, wait, stim and wait. Okay. Este Gamer Richie. As Creator does hit the natural. Krystianer is across the map. And we can just push in. Yeah, we can just go in. Sentries are going to be able to force field. They do warp in just in time. Zoning away some of the stalkers. There's a recall back home. Does recall. Sentry's going to be going down. Ay. We'll lose both sentries. No more force fields. And he busts in. He breaks into the main base. Warp gate is still not yet done. And Creator, he may just have too much here. Oh, did you actually lock the army in? Okay. Nice warp in. Very nice warp in. The boys are being pulled, and Krystianer, he defends the main. He shuts this down. Very nice defense. And he holds. And he has a base. Krystianer, he has a natural. Creator, like this was it. This was all he had. He had to end it. He's now going to expand. Oh, boy. Okay, he goes to the warp in. Yeah, he goes to the warp in. He does not expand. It's all or nothing for Creator. He has to end it here and now. Shield battery's on the way. Creator, he's up on stalkers. And Krystianer just has to play it safe. Just play it slow. Just back off. Give up on the natural. Fight with your shield battery. Just wait for extra warp-ins. Wait for the Immortal. True, the Immortal's almost done. Oh. Krystianer bleeds off a couple of probes. A couple of probes going down. The base taking a lot of hits. He wants to fight for it. Goes to the Guardian Shield. The Immortal's on the way. And the Immortal has arrived. With the help of the Immortal, he holds. And Krystianer, he shuts us down. Zones away the Stalkers. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Krystianer. He's got a second Immortal on the way. Oh, here come the Adepts. Adepts a shade into the main. Oh, they can cripple the economy. Probe's going to be going down. Shaky defense here from Krystianer. Losing a lot of workers. Ay. Losing 5, losing 6. 6 probes, got 7. Yeah, 7 probe kills. Krystianer, he's hurting. 8 probes going down. That should not have happened. Krystianer down to 15 workers. He has a lot of catching up to do. And the question becomes, never mind. I was going to say, the question becomes, does Creator expand? He threw down the gateway. Threw down the gateway as I was saying that, so he's committing to the one base all in. He will lose the proxy. And it's still all or nothing for Creator. Krystianer's moving in. He's moving in. Oh. From here, he's within range of the pylon. Takes down one of the sentries. Sentry goes down. Pylon is exposed. Now going for the gateway itself. And technically, Krystianer does not have to push in. Takes down the gateway, pulls away. Uh-oh. Nice force field. Pulls back, slowly saturating his bases. Krystianer building up. Bold move out of Krystianer. We don't have to do this, but he's going for a backstab. It does go for the backstab. He can always recall, of course. Gets a Stalker. Army's pushing in. Shield battery goes down. Oh, almost catching the Prism. Nice force field. Krystianer just buying more time. And he breaks through across the map. In the end, no shield battery, so he gives up on the natural. It gives up on the base. But he does wreak havoc here. 11 probes going down. He cripples the economy. He will lose the natural, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Not anymore. And again, he can always recall. Chasing down more probes. Oh. Creator looking to commit. There's the recall. There's the recall back home. Takes down the War Prism. GG gets caught, and Krystianer, he defends. He survives. He snowballs out of control, and Krystianer will claim the series and the tournament 3-1. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Krystianer. A very intense finals, did go back and forth, and Krystianer, again, he has won the second most amount of Tuna Cups out of any other player out there. He's just barely behind Bjorn, and he's catching up. He beat Bjorn in this tournament, takes down Creator as well. GG, well played. Shout out to Krystianer, as we had a lot of upsets actually in this tournament. Winding it back here, let's head on over to the rest of the bracket. GG, well played, as Krystianer, he did not have an easy run here to the finals. He took down Geralt 2-0, took down Bjorn 2-1, took down Creator 3-1 as well. But a very special shout out to another player here. If you remember, we're giving him a lot of love at the start of the broadcast. Nickracht had a crazy performance. He took down Lelix 2-0. He took down Shin. Coming into this tournament, I was favoring Shin to go far, but no, Shin got knocked out early by Nickracht. Nickracht took down Shin 2-1 in a very aggressive ZVT, and he also almost took down Creator. Like, this was almost a Krystianer versus Nickracht finals, which would have been crazy. But Nickracht, he did very well for himself. He barely didn't take down Creator. And I also know that there was a bit of a scheduling conflict with Nickracht, where he had to compete in another tournament. So he was maybe a little bit rushed, a little bit pressured in those semifinals. But yeah, that was also very close, very clutch. Could have gone either way. And in the end, Creator did clutch it out. And in the end, Krystianer claimed the tournament. GG, well played. But again, a shout out to Nickracht for making to the semis, for almost making to the finals as well. And of course, shout out to Krystianer for his tournament run, which was also very impressive. GG. Whew, hi. Surprisingly, dominant game. I mean, a little bit. Sorry, winding it back here. Krystianer here he was initially at a disadvantage when it came to defending against the all-in. But remember that main base defense. I'm referring to the moment where Krystianer pulled the boys. He warped in at the ramp. He locked in the army, and then he surrounded. He cleaned up all the stalkers, and that was the moment that he took momentum away from Creator. Creator, he did fight back with the adept harass. True, there was a lot of adept harass, but in the end, GG. It was very tense, very back and forth. GG, well played. With that, congratulations. Congratulations here to Krystianer for claiming the series. I thought this was the Krystianer versus Bjorn weekly. I mean, for now to the seeding, right? It should it have been a Bjorn versus Krystianer finals? Maybe, but they did face off in the semis instead. GG, well played. A lot of really close matches, a lot of fun series, and also we were able to showcase all the new maps as well. Of course, this was the TLMC21 edition of the tournament. We've casted quite a lot on these new maps. I'm still a little bit disappointed that the other weeklies have yet to adopt any of these new maps, referring to the Wardy TV Monday, Krystianer Cup as well. I will try to push for them to do so. Even Wardy's TLMC tournament, I think, is tomorrow. True, it is going to be tomorrow. I think that's the beginning of the TLMC, the Team Liquid Map Contest Wardy tournament. But we've already featured a lot of these newer maps so far in the past couple of weeks, in the past week. Featured a lot of them, and we will continue to do so. We'll continue to feature these maps as best we can, so you can see what you like, see what you don't like. We've already had some of these maps adjusted over time. If you recall, we spoke about how the gas base was removed on Satellite, right, on Satellite Years. And I'm pretty sure that was due to feedback from watching some of the games that we were featuring. So really cool to see that that already these tournaments have been benefiting and have been, you know, providing for some changes already being made for what works, what doesn't work, what is maybe a little bit too strong. With that, GG, well played. And also, before I get ahead of ourselves, before we wrap up, we also have another announcement to make here. Also shout out to Lelix, of course, did win the random raffle. True. Did win the raffle, but we have our weekly schedule. Here we go. So tomorrow night we're going to be live with MSO with the Master Swan Open. That is going to be tomorrow night on Monday. Meanwhile, currently Tuesday is open. We might squeeze in another broadcast on Tuesday. We have PvP Cup on Wednesday, but look at that on Thursday. If you're familiar with the channel, you would know this, but we do host events on a regular basis here, and we have like our own mascot for every tournament. So we have the Sparkling Tuna Cup. True, we have the tuna. We have the Duckling Open. We have the Master Swan Open, and you see what I see on Thursday? We have the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. Now that we're in the off season, now that the EWC circuit has concluded for the year, we are bringing back the Turtle Tussle, which means we have another regular tournament to feature the new TLMC21 maps. Let's go. Let's go. And again, we're going to be hosting all of our tournaments on the new maps, even our amateur events as well, until voting concludes, right? Voting is soon to be open, so you can vote on which maps you want to see in the map pool. So we're going to do the best that we can to showcase these new maps. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Celestial Enclave today. Like, I really want to see Celestial Enclave. But yes, we of course were featuring the new map pool with Ruby Rock, with Satellite Years, with Tourmaline, with Magnetic North. We didn't get to see Celestial Enclave this week, unfortunately. We didn't get to see Mothership as well. True, Mothership has been a lot of fun. And we'll just keep hosting them, right? We'll keep hosting these events, keep getting more information, more data, so you can be more informed coming into the voting for the map pool. True. Right, that was it. Magnetic North, that's it. Celestial was played in Girl vs. Krystianer. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Again, it looks like we have a bit of a leaner week coming up, which I'm not opposed to. We might be organizing some extra casts on Thursday and Friday. We'll see, depending on what's happening with StarCraft Evolution, what's happening with the Enki Pro Series as well. We'll figure it out. But otherwise, again, our next broadcast should be tomorrow with the MSO. As you can see here, there's also a tournament that's missing. There is no Wardy TV Monday. There's no Wardy TV Monday this week, as it has been moved to. That's why last week we had two Wardy TV Mondays. We had a Monday. Sorry, we had Wardy's weekly on Monday and on Friday. So twice last week because there's none this week. Just adds a heads up. As a heads up. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Likewise, if you want to support us, you can do so via Patreon, !Patreon in the chat, and you can help support our tournaments. You can see them here on my right. I just mentioned them, but we do host 3 events on a regular basis: Ducklings Open, Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Master Swan Open. Sparkling Tuna Cup is a weekly open tournament that leads into a monthly finals, which is open to all players. As you can see here, it does bring together players like Bjorn, like Shin, like Creator, Nigrak, Krystianer, and many, many others. SDO, Ducklings Open, and Master Swan Open, those are amateur events. Those are tournaments for Diamond players and for Masters players. That's how we began. That's how we started. For those that don't know, we started casting tournaments, back in 2017? It's been a long time. But we started casting tournaments way back in the day, hosting these events, starting with amateur tournaments for Diamond players, for Masters players, before, getting into the more pro play. That was like back in 2019. 2019 is when we started casting pro gameplay and pro players, but we began with SDO and with MSO, and we still host them. We used to cover them on a weekly basis. These used to be weekly tournaments. Nowadays they're monthly tournaments. We don't really have as much free time for them, but they are still being hosted on a monthly basis. So if you're out there, if you're Diamond, if you're Masters, if you're Platinum, if you want to compete in these amateur tournaments, you can do so as well to earn some prize money. Fun fact, because we've been hosting our events for so many years, we actually casted players like Mixu, players like Baby Marine, back when they were Diamond. like back in 2017, 2018, back in the day, pre-COVID. There are some currently pro players that we actually casted back when they were amateurs, and the purpose of our tournaments, of course, are to give them a reason to compete, give them a reason to improve, so then they can level up over time and ideally, go pro, for example, right? It's like a stepping stone. Not saying that every player that we host, every player that wins our amateur tournaments eventually hits GM and goes pro. Not saying that at all, but there are some examples of that where that did happen, like Mixu, like Baby Marine, like Oreo, like Starduck as well, like Ruichi. There are some. What's another one? GG Machine. True. GG Machine. Back when he was like 10 years old, he also used to compete in our tournaments. He played like in a couple of them as well. True. That's another one. Back when he was even younger. Wardy said something that a sponsor asked him not to include more than 3 maps. I think he'll pick new maps for next week. That's good. Yes. So I've explained this before. But there are certain, I say sponsor, OSC. OSC, if you want to be a part of the OSC League and the OSC Championship, then you have to have majority standard maps. We have chosen to, because of that, our prize pool is actually smaller for Tuna Cup moving forward, because we are no longer partnered with OSC. as long as we're hosting all these tournaments with full map pool. So we've chosen to put that partnership on hold, I should say, on hold. We made that decision. Wardy could make that decision too, but for now I think he's looking to honor that and looking to maintain majority like standard map pool. I know that the Monday night weeklies, I think they are willing to like go full TLMC21. But it's up to the organizer, right? It's up to the tournament organizer if they want to partner with OSC or not. If they partner, then they're limited. If they choose to put it on hold, then they can do whatever they want. So it's on the tournament organizer to make that decision. Like we made ours. We made ours. Just because we feel like it's more important to feature all the maps. The downside is that our tournaments don't provide OSC points. So there's a give and take. But personally, I feel like it's more important for us to showcase as many maps as we can. I feel like that's more important than like having like a boosted prize pool or anything like that. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Again, we should be hosting the MSO tomorrow. Should be tomorrow evening. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. You can also support us, and also if you want to tune into the VODs, you can do so via social media, via YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. All the VODs are uploaded to YouTube on a daily basis. We have plenty of content. If you see something that you like here, and if you want to watch more, but if you cannot watch it live, for example, if you didn't see the September finals, which was also on the new map pool, check it out. So we had some amazing games during the September finals. All the VODs are on YouTube. Check it out then and there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, ciao, papi, ciao. See you next time.